Yo. That seatbelt last night. I didn't even know if I categorized it as. But welcome to Stuck on an Island. I'm stuck with you. And we are always smiling. Check out my view, the girl. I woke up like this.
Did you hear it? Like a bicycle combo. She can go. You go.
And Judah starts to me squeeze her belly. That's all.
It was really bad. Those people, I do that snore.
Me used to it, man. Me used to that. I'm going to tell her, so she has to, she said, me, babe.
And I got damn it.
You should have video that. Oh my gosh.
You missed the sunrise, man.
Fuck it. Oh, Jesus.
Right in the neck.
Nice son, that's the best thing.
Actually, you know, I got you last night.
Yo, how me here is a nice. Brother, yeah.
Like, you know when you're full of zip on your ear.
No, me I said, I hear them. I said, babe, I'm cool.
Yes.
I'm excited. Yeah. I get too excited, you know.
Bro, he's not supposed to have for the
Oh my gosh.
I heard him mention. So you don't see her, she's nice and warm and fluffy. Jesus.
I say one inch up and come down.
Hey, one time we got
Judah that. So the frog come.
Brother, we're some frog a croak last night, man, brother. They come from England, a different accent. They might take them and come closer and closer to the tent, you know?
There's a razor she was laying there and that, but they looked up to my head, so I smiled. I was like, yo. I said, bro, you get closer to it. Bring yourself side up. I was still so. You the frog. No.
His friend is there.
And I hit animals. What's up, mama?
Yo,
Brother?
Mama said, son, free me the dog. I was saying, yeah, man, we're tough dog. I said, no, we can't no more.
But you know, what is interesting because you are two man now, man. I say, yo, face was like,
Like, oh, you're gonna wear this out?
yeah. Like, I say, yo, you see me? The man say, yo, man, I'm like, yeah.
They say that me and you wake up and look for each other like, hold on, what am I talking?
Yo. Oh my God, guys. Jeez. Oh.
Mr. Make a figure here. Let's close. Come up with a cool fuck. One layer no do it, dog.
No, man.
Listen.
One layer.
Yeah, just say about one and fuck.
Dog.
Right now, I'm gonna go wear some mistakes up. I say, blood clot, heat of there, man.
Go on that show, you know.
What?
Yeah, what do I hear that?
Me beat last. You beat last night? No, okay. Me beat last night.
Me know she did.
Yeah.
I Judah did the pass down there, so. Yeah, you be where? I'm say for my flag to proudly.
Me not beat this morning, I know you're mad. Last night, me do that.
Bro, I made twice before me come here. That's it. Listen.
Me don't say that a lie. Yes, that. That's a lie.
I made twice before I came here.
So you make sure to do that because you don't want to be in the come up here.
Yes.
Yes, man.
Hold on.
Listen, not take no show off and go beard, you know. Bro, come.
Listen,
Not take no show off and go beard.
we not care an asthma pump on this thing there.
Don't walk from home, man. Don't do it. First of all, that never works, okay? Right?
No, you don't do it.
That one's all in one the water pour. Exactly. All in one side. Bro, go take the whole bath. The pipe go wash out your arm. Just go do that right there. And your butt.
Razor, go do your thing, bro. Go do your thing, bro.
It's Moko. Moko, damn cool. I'm not cool that this man, I say, yo, I think it's cooler than this and Moko cooler than this right now. Like, I don't know if I because me not this, but Moko cooler than this right now. Honest to God. So we wake up on morning time. Like me literally, so me just go over and me literally we pull over till like 3 o'clock in the evening, brother. Like everybody in the house come me and say, yo, you're not normal. When everybody I say, yo, dog, get a hat. Me say, hat? Where am I know? You see me?
It's actually a mango.
Yeah, they had that, bro. But I'm still on under your belly, though.
It's real, I can't manage this.
Yeah, bro, you're damn right. You look like a pregnant girl.
That's not what you said last night. Alright guys, I know I haven't been like vlogging in much detail, especially in the night and whatever, because it's our first time and it's been a little bit difficult. You know, trying to figure stuff out, cooking and whatever, so here brushing my teeth real quick. Alright guys, right now we're there suffering real quick. Them people are gonna leave, I know. Hakeem I leave him look sad as hell.
Yeah, come up for Bumbucker. Oh, yeah, we're gonna
Yeah, someone can't talk on the cuss one time.
Trust me.
Because that's how I put it time and over week.
So you just cuss bad yourself.
Yeah, Andra.
Me?
You just said fucking.
Bro!
Exactly
The
that.
person of the man vlog, though. It was a
Oh, yeah, forgot that. This nigga has a lot of kids on his channel.
family furniture. We can't have some more,
Yeah.
bro. Keep them and experience them. And
Sad times, man, sad times.
You go on. You want to
But anyway, so I'm pretty much gonna leave you guys right now. Remember these 3 things: love, nature, adaptation, and always remember.
That's how I get out
keep
of work,
it.
because kids doesn't watch.
Alright guys, so I pretty much well not just because this is a day after, came back from the Blue Mountain trip, and guys, it was amazing, it was fantastic. Like, I want to go back, like I'm not just saying that, like I really want to go back to the Blue Mountains. We're definitely planning on another trip for that, because we only did just one trail. You know, most of the time we were just pretty much just chilling with each other, trying to get some food cooked, you know, enjoying the scenery and stuff. So the next time we go back, we're going to take you to almost every single trail, and we're going to spend not just 1 night, but 2, because pretty much everyone was like, yo, why just 1 night? But the next time we're definitely going to be doing that. Now, I'm about to talk about something really deep, and if you're not a person who likes deep conversations, well, thank you for watching the video. Remember these 3 things: love, nature, adaptation, and keep the link. For those of you who are still here, thank you for listening. Now, guys, YouTube is very difficult. When I say YouTube is difficult, I'm not just talking difficult about like money or whatever. Of course, I faced that issue because I came back from my trip yesterday. I came back at like 10 a.m. and by 1 p.m. I had to be working. Of course, I would want to like sleep after a trip like that, reminisce about how it felt, think about the cool breeze, think about the birds, think about the scene that I saw, but I couldn't. Because I knew that I'm not getting paid by YouTube at the moment, so I have to be working, busting my ass to get these videos out there and to also make a living, right? But while I was up there at one point, I remember I turned my data on just to see if Manchester United had played their match. Turn the data on, I start seeing comments coming in. I was like, yo, comments are coming in. Because I always try to look out for y'all. I knew I wasn't going to be there this weekend, so I scheduled videos to be posted. So the comments were coming in and I was like, yo, I can't really comment back because it's going to eat my data. When I come back home, I will do that. So I came back home. I was working for about 2 hours. I got a break. And then I was like, time to answer comments. I love answering comments, guys, because this is the only way at the moment that I have to like talk with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be like a selfish YouTuber where you just watch my videos and I'm like, oh, well, whatever, you can say whatever you're saying. I don't really care about what you're saying. I try to respond to every single comment. And if you've commented on my video more than once, I guarantee that I have responded to at least 1 of them or 2 of them. I like responding to comments. Now, this is the hard part about YouTube, which is sometimes we do get hateful comments that they affect us. Now, before you start going, oh no, soy, don't. Because I knew that this happened because just like you, I've watched a lot of other YouTubers and I've seen some hateful comments that they've gotten and I've seen them react to them and comment to them. So I knew this was going to happen. I expected this. Now, I always believe, absorb the positivity. Like, when positive things come, like, absorb it and kick out, remove, oust the negative ones. But if we're supposed to be real and true human beings, we will realize that it does take energy to kick, to oust, or to remove. So it does mean that it still does affect you a little bit. Now, while I was going through all those positive comments, I did encounter one from this person called Elizabeth, I believe. Now, me being me, when I'm reading your comments, like I usually create a voice for y'all. So this is what Elizabeth sounded to me.
Lean? Really? I always knew something was off with you. I will not be supporting a crackhead. I'm unsubscribing. Wow, pretty deep, Elizabeth. Crackhead. I don't know if it's because of the color of my hair, because it's really nappy at the moment, why you would consider me to be a crackhead. But let me just say this. Thank you. Thank you for, watching the videos, for viewing them, whether that video or the other ones that you've watched before. That cannot be erased, and I thank you for that contribution. Like, I really appreciate that. You taking your time out to share part of my life with you. But the part that I'm really sad about is that you did not unsubscribe earlier. Why? I don't want to be an individual that makes you guys feel bad when you watch my video. You know what I'm saying? Because of course, in that video, maybe she saw something that it really made her feel like really bad, and it really affected her a lot. Now, let's do a comparison. The video I'm talking about is a video where I went to Montego Bay. It's a street view video where I was in the studio with my friends. Now, another comment that I got was from my boy KK Francis. Yo, big up yourself, brother. Bless up. I'm gonna show you the difference in comments. KK was like, yo, anytime I touch down the road, down to Jamaica, yo, you have to be my tour guide. But brother, that lean thing there, let go that. You see me? Cause enough people over here dead cars, right? You see me? Yo, mad video still. To be quite honest, that's not word for word, but it's what I remembered off the comment, but it's pretty much maybe 80% of what he said. When I read that comment, I enjoyed reading that comment because there I felt someone giving me advice, caring about me and telling me the situation and what's really happening. Now, let's get to the deep fact of the matter is that my vlogs are always authentic. Sometimes it makes me feel uncomfortable when I talk with an accent, and the reason why is because, let me not say it's not me personally, because when I work, as I said to you guys before, when I work I do use an accent because I've worked in the US before, I've lived there for a short while before, and my job requires me to speak with an accent so that my clients can understand me a little bit better. Feel me? So yeah, but of course when certain things go on, switch your part the same way, you see me? But apart from that, like, I keep my vlogs like 100% authentic, meaning whatever I see is what I show to y'all. Now in that vlog, it came to a situation where I was in the studio, there was weed smoking around, and there was lean. And there was also the food that didn't taste good. Now me being me and that being a food vlog, I could have easily been really artificial and fake, or be a crackhead and go, oh, the food is awesome, but I can't do it. From my heart, I can't do it, because I know that a lot of you like depend on me for advice on places to go, things to see, and videos can be a lot more deceiving than they really should be. So I was very authentic with it, and I said, yo, I didn't really like it. Getting back to the lean situation. Now, marijuana is never a part of my image at all, because you guys know I do not mess with it. I've never tried it before. Any of y'all who are real Jamaicans who do not smoke marijuana, I can almost safely say at least maybe 50% of y'all maybe have tried it before in your life. I've never tried it before because, for one, I don't like the way it smells, bruh. I don't like how marijuana smells, and I know that it chemically affects the brain. I don't really like things like that, to be quite honest. It's not really my thing. People who do it, I have no form of negative affiliations to them, not at all, because persons do it for like religious situations or medical situations or whatever the case is. Plus it's legal here, so whatever. People smoke tobacco and it causes lung cancer, but people still do it. They are not referred to as crackheads. Getting to the lean. My friends know that as soon as I step into any situation, I'm that friend who's that, I'm probably considered to them maybe more of a proper friend. Because as soon as I got into the studio, my friends were like, yo, you don't smoke weed? No. And I was like, yo, you know that? No. And I said, oh. The reason why he still asks is because, as I said, they are very communal. They're the kind of people who will share everything that they have. Now it came to the lean part, and he asked me, "Yo, you want some of this?" And I was like, "What's that?" He's like, "Yo, it's lean." I was like, "Nah, I'm good." I think I said that in the vlog. I was like, "Nah, I'm good." And he's like, "Yo, try it." And I was like, "All right." Now some of y'all might be thinking, "Yo, that is succumbing to peer pressure." I could probably agree with you. Now this is my thinking on it. My thinking on it is this: when someone offers you something that you want to drink, it's generally a full cup. Generally, right? Now when someone says to try, because he knows I don't like stuff like that. When someone says, "Yo, try it," it's more like a small amount. So he pretty much gave me like this, like a really small amount. What's going on in my head is what I think a lot of people need to do. You have to make conscious decisions as to what you're doing. Immediately, I'm not knowledgeable of what this whole lean thing is, but I remembered, listening to Lil Wayne music, like you can figure out what's the ingredients. And it's pretty much cough medicine plus Apple J. I was sure of what was in it because I saw when he was mixing it. And I was thinking to myself immediately, I was like, well, I've had cough medicine before, and I love Apple J. I was thinking, well, with that small amount, usually if you take cough medicine, like 2 tablespoons or whatever, they do say it can make you feel a little bit drowsy or make you want to sleep. I knew that I did not ingest not even a half or a quarter of 2 tablespoons. So I was like, I was mostly getting like the flavor of it. And as you guys know, I love food. I like the taste of stuff. So I was like, all right, let me try it. I did try it, and I must be honest, it tasted like Apple J. And I love Apple J, as I said before. Now, I didn't record this part in the vlog, but I remembered asking my friend, I was like, yo, what's happening? Not what's happening as in like, yo, why are you doing this? Because, yo, they're big people and I cannot change their mentality. I can't tell them what to do or what not to do. Yeah, sorry, I just had to pause the video because I didn't want to lose the file and have to do it again. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I was asking him, like, what brought on this whole situation? Because like in Kingston, I've never really seen this on the scene before or seen that type of consumption before. So it was really a big surprise for me. But I was kind of happy to be able to even show you guys that nonetheless, because that's what the vlog is about, to pretty much show you guys like, what's happening in Jamaica, the positive things, things that people are doing here now, because as you guys might realize, like the Jamaican culture is so heavily influenced by the American culture. Like for example, even one part where this rapping music was playing, like I wanted to talk about it to be like, yo, that was actually a Jamaican guy like rapping. And I think the vlog afterwards, I did take you guys, to that whole video shoot to show you this guy rapping, because for me personally, it was also to show you guys like, how Jamaicans are trying to become more American, or how closely intertwined their cultures are becoming or have become over the years. So, just reading that comment and stuff out in my head, I was like, yo, here you can see where no matter what we try, you're going to always have those persons who are able to, or who want to, uncorrect any form of right that you've ever done in your life. Meaning they look for the bad things. They look for the bad things, or they try to find bad things so that they can just be like, yo, whatever the case is. But for me, as I said, it didn't really affect me. I think I was able to just use this whole situation to let you guys know, because of course I could just delete the comment and just carry on, but I still want you guys to know, like, what it's like being a YouTuber, and to let some of you who might have been concerned, like I'm thinking like, lean, come on guys, me lean, well, I'm leaning my head right now, I guess, but like, yeah guys, that's not me. That will never be me. It brings up this interesting thing. I was talking to someone the other day about honey. I think it was a subscriber, I don't remember what, but I was mentioning to them that, like honey, like bees are able to, whatever they're consuming is what you get. And I was saying, yeah, there's a part in Nepal, I believe, where bees eat this particular flower, and when you eat the honey, you get hallucinated. And immediately in my head, remember, I don't like marijuana. Like, I do not like marijuana. I don't like the smell of it, and I don't like the fact that it messes with your brain. But when I heard that, I'm a fan of honey. And I was like, in my head, I was like, yo, I would want to try it. But then a part of me is like, nah, I kind of don't want to mess with it. But would I try it? Honestly, I would have to think about it like really deeply to see what the health concerns are. But like, that's just me as a person, guys. When you see me try something like that or lean or whatever, yo, best believe is not to get a high from it. It's like to taste it. I just wanted to know, like, is this like, what is the taste in this thing personally? As I said, it was a pretty interesting taste because it tastes like Applejack. But do I support something like that? Never, guys. Like, for those of you who wanted to know, like, nah. But anyway, guys, thank you for listening to that deep conversation about what it's like to be a YouTuber, how difficult it is, you know, how to, you know, phase out negative things and how to give positive comments on negative things. Yo, KK Francis, as again, let me say, yo, thank you for that comment, bro. You don't have to worry. Good looking out though, and hopefully maybe if you come to Jamaica, I'll see you, my friend. But for those who listen, remember these 3 things: love, nature, adaptation, and always remember, keep the link. Love you guys. Bye.
All I am is a man. I want the world in my hands. I hate the beach, but I stand in California with my toes in